One of the most common issues that I see among women in my practice is perfectionism, or what I call analysis paralysis. They're overthinking, they're overanalyzing, and always questioning their decisions, which of course keeps them stuck in overwhelm. And the cycle of overthinking often means that we either are not taking action at all because we're overwhelmed and we're second guessing and we're spinning our wheels, and we're afraid to take action on something that isn't 100% perfect or guaranteed, right? Or when we do take action, it's from this scattered energy that lacks confidence. And our clients feel that. Our potential clients feel when you don't have certainty behind what you're doing, okay? And then that makes them not have certainty in what it is that you're doing, right? And so neither of these patterns are going to serve anyone in business. Yet so many of us struggle with this. When we are second guessing ourselves, our strategy, maybe we think we need a new strategy, like so-and-so's having results over there, so maybe I need to be doing that. Maybe I need a better tech platform. Maybe I need a new logo. Maybe I need a new, whatever it may be, okay? Maybe I need to be on Clubhouse. Maybe that's the new thing. Or I need to join this course on Instagram. Maybe that's the thing, right? And so we wind up with a whole lot of courses and not a whole lot of results. And we believe that we don't have enough information to move forward. And so there's a lot of reasons why we overanalyze before we take action. Most of them come down to some fear-based pattern. Maybe we're afraid that we're not prepared enough. Maybe we're afraid that we're not qualified enough. Maybe we feel like we need to learn something else or find another strategy, get another certification. Sometimes it's a feeling of fear that we are, what we're doing is not good enough, or a feeling of not wanting to be judged or criticized. We may not take action because we don't trust our own intuition about what it is that we're doing, or trust that we're making good decisions. And sometimes we're feeling called, or we're feeling pulled to move in one direction, maybe a new direction. But then our mind swoops in and tells us all the reasons why that's not a good idea and stops us. And now we're back in questioning, and we're back in overwhelm, and we're back in overthinking and overanalyzing, right? And when we're doing this, we're looking for answers outside of ourselves for what is best for us, instead of really tapping into our own inner knowing, our own inner wisdom, and feeling into what is going to be best for us, because we're either disconnected from our own inner wisdom, our own authentic voice, right? Or we don't trust in it. We don't trust in it enough, okay? So we play out all the same fears and doubts and scenarios in our mind until we believe that everything's perfect. And even then, we usually doubt ourselves when we take action, right? And for some of us, it takes hours just to write one post, or weeks or months to make one decision in our business, right? And so this pattern of perfectionism keeps us stuck in either working a million hours and burning out, trying to get it just right, or it gives us a reason to not move our feet. And when we don't move our feet, guess what? We can't be rejected, right? We can't fail if we don't move our feet. And so once again, either way, we're not seeing the results that we want in our business if we're in either one of those patterns. And most women, when they come to me, are in one of those two patterns. Let me know down below which of those patterns you can relate to. Hustling, grinding, working a million hours, wanting it to be perfect, feeling like you're going to miss out on something. And if you don't work a million hours, then you're not going to see the results. Or the opposite, feeling stuck, procrastinating, lacking motivation, not taking action, feeling overwhelmed. Hustling or procrastinating? Let me know. Or both. Third category, both, right? So one of the ways that perfectionism can manifest is in a feeling of not having clarity. A lot of people will come to me and say, I don't have clarity, I can't move forward, I'm confused, I don't know which direction to move in. And while there are many things that you may not have clarity on simply because you don't have all the information, that is a thing, right? Most of the time it has nothing to do with not knowing something or not, with our mind having information. Okay, that's left brain way of thinking, more male dominant way of thinking, that we have to know all the things first, knowledge. It has to do with us not trusting ourselves to make the right decisions, because often there is a fear standing in the way. And one of the things that I help women with in my practice is to understand the energetic patterns within us that unconsciously drive the bus and influence your habits, your decisions, and ultimately the results in your business. Because in order to have a thriving business that you are in love with, let me know if you would like that, you must have an understanding of both the masculine and the feminine energy patterns within. The perfectionism, the overthinking, the needing to control things, the distracting into shining objects, and the taking action from a place of fear or hustle is what we refer to as the disempowered masculine energy, okay? And I don't mean masculine or male from the standpoint of gender. We all have masculine energy and we all have feminine energy regardless of how we define gender, okay? So this isn't a gender thing. And so it's really a catch-22 because we want to do right by others. The reason why we overthink very often and why we have that perfectionism is that we have a genuine need to serve others in a way that makes us feel proud. And so we overthink and overanalyze everything until we feel like it's just right or perfect because we want to serve at a high level, right? But the problem is that when we don't take any action, then we can't learn the best ways to serve our audience. And so it really is a catch-22. And so part of the process as an entrepreneur is trying out different approaches, different strategies. And without taking action and putting together the content or the sales page or putting out the offer that you actually want to put out, putting together the program or the workshop that you really inside want to put out, but you are afraid to. When we don't take action on those things, we have no way of knowing if they're going to resonate with our ideal clients. And then we're just basically stuck guessing, and we're just stuck spinning our wheels with no movement, which obviously doesn't help anyone and doesn't allow us to serve in any way, right? And so the empowered masculine, now that we talked about kind of what the disempowered masculine looks like, the empowered masculine energy within us includes action, aligned action, goal setting, structure, strategy. And while of course we need all of those things, right? We also need the balance of the feminine. And the feminine helps us to tap into our own emotional resilience, our strength, our creativity, our intuition, the energy of self-love, right? And grace. And we need to honor ourselves and give ourselves grace as the perfectly imperfect beings that we are, or we'll never take action, right? And so the balance of the feminine energy helps us to really tap into our own inner knowing and to trust that where we're being pulled is the right path, right? Even if we logically don't understand what that's going to look like or the how, which is the masculine, the how is it going to happen, we trust in the feeling that we're getting to surrender and just move in that direction confidently, knowing that we are being guided, okay? And so to trust in our own wisdom and our right to express ourselves freely and authentically, right? To be exactly who we want to be vulnerable, to not always be perfect. that feminine energy gives us permission to make mistakes and to learn and grow from those mistakes, and understands that it's only through the mistakes that we get the knowledge of what works and what doesn't, what feels good and what doesn't, right? But to take that imperfect action with trust and surrender to the outcome, knowing no matter what, it's for our highest good, okay? So, guys, you can have the greatest strategy on the planet, but if your internal patterns of perfectionism are not addressed, you are either not going to get very far, or you will have success, but it will come with the price tag of exhaustion and burnout. And I've been in both spots, and believe me, I don't want either one of those things for you, okay? I spent many years hustling, overthinking, working a million hours, not being present, wasting time, money, and energy, afraid to confidently move in the direction of my dreams, feeling stuck in what I was doing, working all those hours, ignoring my family, sacrificing both relationships and my health. As a result, my business was completely out of alignment with the life that I wanted. And what I do is help women create a business that supports the life that they want. And so it wasn't until I truly understand how to shift the internal patterns within, both of perfectionism and many other patterns that I work with my clients on, but to really shift those internal patterns within needed to take that inspired action, to tap into that feminine energy, not just take action and hustle, but take it from a place of inspiration, from a place of alignment, from a place of excitement, right? To build my business in a way that energized me instead of exhausted me. That's when everything changed. And it wasn't until I learned how to harness both the empowered masculine and feminine energies, when I found that balance and was able to really take aligned action to create the business and life that I have now, that I desire and deserve, right? Because you deserve to have a thriving business that you are freaking lit up about and in love with, and that you want to get out of bed every day with energy and excitement and inspiration. So this is why, guys, I am so excited to be offering a masterclass on March 10th at 7 p.m. Central, that's 8 p.m. Eastern. This free masterclass is where I'm going to spill the secrets that I normally say for clients in my paid programs. It is quite literally what I believe will make the difference between having a business that causes a lot of stress and overwhelm and exhaustion and hustling and questioning and doubting, that doesn't produce the results that you want in your business, and having a business that you're excited to wake up to every day and that is abundant. One that thrives, where you are creating magnetic offers, you're calling in your soulmate clients with ease, right? How many of you would like to have a little bit more of that? So guys, join me. If this resonates with you at all, I promise this isn't going to be anything that you're going to learn in a traditional sales or business program, because I don't do anything traditional. Everything that I do is what I call the secret sauce, which is really the stuff that they don't teach you. The stuff that you haven't learned that helps you to not only, create a business that is abundant, but that is authentic and that isn't weird or awkward or uncomfortable or salesy, but is really truly just about confidently stepping into your purpose and getting rid of the layers of bullshit that are essentially covering over your true gifts and your true magic, so that you can tap into that that energy of abundance and combine the energetic aspects of your business with the mindset aspects, with the strategy and with the action taking, so that you can finally fucking build a business that you desire and deserve. Guys, join me on March 10th. Let me know down below if you're going to join me. I will leave the link above for you guys to register my free class, Masculine and Feminine Energy Balance for an Abundant Business.